secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Clemson Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Washington's offense will go to work first. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Rides the back on the option to give. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Washington sends out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Touchdown! The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. I think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams...
Gashing the knee on the right. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The Huskies come to the line in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
He's got the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Washington! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So Clemson's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try the toss to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
The give to the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Gonna swing it on 2nd down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Quickly out to the tight end. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Takes the easy one to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Making side adjustments here. Got room to work. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Snags it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. From the gun. Fires to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on MK if they can stop him on third down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a...
Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. It looked as if they had a chance to tie it, but that goes by the boards as the penalty takes away the touchdown. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finishes the run with the slide.
And he does everything he can. Tries to scramble, tries to make something happen. Nice job by the defense getting him to the ground. Down by more than a field goal. Interesting decision here on fourth and goal.
And he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
To the ground with the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Working that wide receiver screen. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Out of the gun, the running back has it. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. One final play before the end of the quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Makes the catch. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Might be calling a hot route. On third down, he drops to throw. He's got an open man. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on third down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. Keeps looking downfield. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quick release by the QB.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he's brought down after a nice game. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line. And the Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. Let's see what he can do with it. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive, David.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. They go to the wide receiver screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Washington sends out the punt team. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, the ground game. Breaks into the open. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Now sliding to his left. Turns it loose. Makes the grab down the left side. And he picks up a huge... chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. The give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Plows through the defense. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Motion from the back. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him.
Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike. And we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Gives it on the option. Looks as if Clemson will have the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Touchdown, Tiger! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Looking to fire. Throwing right. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Punt is in the air. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Looking to throw on first down. Back open in the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Snag down in the air. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Clemson is quick to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll start this third quarter with a run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Last two runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on 3rd and 10. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Turning it on. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
And big-time play by this defensive line, setting the line of scrimmage, getting the stop, forcing the 4th down now. I think I got a pretty good idea, Palmer, that, well, if you're calling plays, if I'm calling plays, well, really, if anybody's calling plays, I'm thinking green light.
Yeah, so let's see if the defensive line can do it again. You just saw it on that last play. Can they bow up one more time, make a game-changing and a momentum-changing type play to give the football back to their offense?
How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Finds his tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you can tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Got a little space. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Looking for room, it's Paul. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They go to the draw. Fights off a defender. He works his way inside the 30. They'll mark him down at the 29. It brings up fourth down, and let's see what they do. And the field goal unit is on the field. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
He'll do it himself. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Under fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Tigers! And they turn it into a defensive score. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They go to the ground. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure coming. He's dropped on the sack, and now the hill gets even steeper. And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after.
Gonna take a shot. Makes the catch at the 20. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They'll go right back to him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
Quick handoff. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense. Football. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He might want another play. He'll send the tight end in motion. The give and tick, 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 tick. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The inside handoff. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try to run for it. Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
Yeah, not enough movement up front. You got to be a little bit more physical with this offense, but now it's 4th and 1. Another opportunity. You go for it there, you pick up some yardage. Now you made it a little bit short. Now this offense has really got to get physical.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the 1st down, and now, Palmer, just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop you.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy,